rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by I'm moving the bricks. Talk about now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I copy chromed out, hard talk, career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. I'm a hot girl yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do? When you show up on the scene with a two Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2. If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show him this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. Pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Oh. Bring 'em out, 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 bring 'em out. You just heard the sound of the king of the South, T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. Bring 'em out, 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 bring 'em out.
You ain't never been in Skate Town. On no national, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of to the Golden Glide. The lows and highs, me and all the bros in the stolen ride like, man, they outside, so I'm staying inside. Show you and I vibe, take a few, like Tupac. I seen a bunch of mean guys in a bandana tie, throwing up the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize, I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably be the reason you die, trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking the prize. They hit the crib where the collide, but really ain't tripping. We can kick it and ride through the yeah. Pull up the Moreland, bro. We at West End, what's happening? Oh, man. Southside,
from the zone 4, Campbellton Road. Got cash to blow, hollering at the green 90s foreign. Got me using my 90s eyes. You were choosing in the parking lot. I was looking too, keep my number locked. I made on the couch at your mama house. Ride around, bubble loud with the window down. Some of y'all done lost y'all mind. Baby, let me see you pop that spine. I can see from the front and I knew at once I was gonna have to walk back by. From the spots, but I be on Old Neck. Better pull up on my cousin on Rainbow Drive. Whip clean, let the paint don't dry. Where you from? Claim your sorry.
pull up the Moreland, bro. We at West End, what's happening? Southside, Clayco, you know what's up. Oh, damn, I don't even come up this far. Hit Cat Cade on the Sundays, say a parking lot prayer, no. I just wanna kick back, relax, shout it in the Monday. Hop out the seat, slide, it's nice to meet you, green eyes. Let's take a lap, I'll bring you right back to your friends before they start tripping. As I see the from the glide with the golden teeth. I don't even know if they notice me, they don't even know that we way too deep. I'm from the west, and they from the east, and all white tees, looking like sheep. I don't even wanna give one of them sneaks. We throwing up fours and ones and threes, and talking about West End, what's happening? Hey, we just pull up the Moreland, bro, where you at?
Skate Town, on the grass and me tomorrow.
Bring it, yeah, bring it, always so bring it, bring it, I don't bring it up, it's a reach out, so let it take out, lately.
I've been gone. I've been waiting on a drummer to kick off a comeback song. I've been waiting in the wings like a dog on a chain.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Younghoe Koo going to get this one going. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Set, ready, hunt.
They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. He works free, right side. And he's all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play right off the bat. And even 50 yards.
You talk about a big-time run right out of the gate. I mean, there was nothing special here play call-wise. He just found a crease, hit it, and he was off.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here we go, set, 45, 1, 10.
Back to the air once more. Intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. And the Falcons are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Going for it all. He's to the 15, and they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 71 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play to 6.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Ready. Block 40. Ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Open receiver is Emeka Ibuka. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here we go. Black, 95.
He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it. So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
That's caught. It's Tez Johnson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Ready. Set.
They'll run it. It's Irvin. And he's got it. Good work there to take it to the 47 and set up 1st down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Set, hut. 33. Hut, hut.
He'll go again here with Irvin. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Xavier Watts there to bring him down. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6.
Let's go. Ready.
Here's a 1st carry for their running back. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball.
A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Clark Phillips. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Falcons. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
And while everyone's going to focus on the play downfield, this touchdown, Mike, it ultimately occurs because of the protection up front. They do a great job picking up the blitz, and with those extra few seconds, that's all the time he needs. Finds his man streaking downfield, Some great awareness meets great scheme. All you need is great execution.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This returnable from the 4. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
Here we go. Here we go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He finds McMillan downfield, and it's caught. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield. That one good for 29.
Gain of 29 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. A give. This is Irving. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Right back to Irving. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Here's a second and 3 from the 33.
Here we go.
Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Right. Come on, set. Ready.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's going to be incomplete. And they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. On 4th down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. This a 57-yard attempt. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Bucs get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And here's Bijan. And this is a slight improvement over the previous plays. They're going to lose yardage, but not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Crazy. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
On the ground, it's Robinson. And he will get into the end zone. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Atlanta.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Field black. Let's go next.
They'll come out throwing here. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
6. Let's go. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. He'll swing this out wide to Irving. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Ready?
3rd and 6.
Set. Ready. 33. Yellow. 6. Mega. Check.
Now they'll set up to throw. Got a man. It's Ibuka. Complete. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 59 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
McMillan comes in motion.
Ready?
to throw. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Trying to hook up with Cade Otton that time around. And it'll be second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Let's go now. Lightning 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18. Pioneer. Let's go.
Trying the left side, here's Robinson. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Second down and 8.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have it for this game.
Makes the score Falcons 28, Buccaneers 6. Young Way 2 to kick off for Atlanta.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Black Ultra. Let's go now. 10.
Hill looks to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
He's going to take a shot down the field. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide, we're just going to air it out first, second, third down. All three incompletions, and now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19, 18,
they'll throw. It's Penix. Now he'll air one out. That is hard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big one there to start the second half. A pickup of 44 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Here's Robinson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here. His ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Another run here for Robinson. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll run with Robinson. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Robinson. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up
Third and goal.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Looking to throw. He's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Fourth down, and the Falcons turn to Younghoe Koo for the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Koo's kick is good. And the The Falcons will extend their third quarter lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
Hey, alert 33. Good. What's that?
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. A short one there to Otten. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 18 yards on the pickup there. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
After allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. That's over the middle and caught by Ibuka. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to be taken down. A gain there of 27 yards.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
1st and 10.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Good. What's that?
From the gun, it's Mayfield. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. That one is caught by Ibuka. He's taken down just shy of the 10. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
First down.
180.
Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Ted Johnson. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Ooh. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Plant. It's Penix. That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. And he will go all the way. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who've also scored throughout the league.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will extend this third quarter lead.
Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Here we go on the return from the 1. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Mayfield to throw it here on first down. That is brought in by Ibuka. Now inside the 25. And he will take this one in. 77 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. McLaughlin now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bucs are able to cut into the deficit.
Buccaneers 20. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here we go, set. 19.
We'll start out here with an option to the left. They bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Hey, smash Bronco. Cowboy 80.
They'll begin the 4th by giving it to Robinson. Big opening up the middle. And he will score. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
On is Koo for the point after. The kick is good. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Buccaneers 20. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line. On first down is Mayfield. That's into the hands of McMillan on the slant. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Mayfield to throw on first and 10. This finds Ibuka along the sideline. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Here's Mayfield. That's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard.
Alert, alert! 180! What's up?
Throwing is Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down.
Good. What's up?
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the Buccaneers first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th down.
And everyone in the stadium knew where the ball was going, and it didn't matter. And we see so often these 3rd and 4th and short situations. There's such good opportunities to generate chunk plays, Mike, because you think how many bodies are up at or near the line of scrimmage, and it's exactly the case here. Keeps the drive alive. Nice job.
And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Tight end motioning left.
Start.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, and he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and
This is caught for a touchdown. There is a penalty flag down. Let's see if this one holds up. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Buccaneers are able to edge a bit closer.
Buccaneers, 27. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Penix. He's going to air this one out, and that is incomplete.
they're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. Oh, awkward-looking tackle there. Upended at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 9.
Let's go. 60 bikes. Hey, smash Bravo. 18, Pioneer.
From the gun, here is Penix. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now Mayfield. He lets this one go. Looking for stop.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
A 2nd down throw from Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 33.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 33 yards.
33 yards on the play. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw is Mayfield. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31. Here is 2nd and 3. Baker to throw. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Mayfield to throw. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, Snake Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
2nd and 10. Mayfield. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll go. Mayfield. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And now he loses the football. Well, sometimes the offense tries to make a little too much happen, try to pitch it around, get an extra few yards, except they lose the ball, and the defense will take over.
Mike, you're exactly right. That is what happened here. That's just a prime example of a player just doing a little too much. Just secure the ball, get as many yards as you can, and make sure your team ends up still possessing the ball.
Jalen McMillan, the one he was looking for there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Set. Run. 20.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Emeka Egbuka. Touchdown, Tampa. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Let's go now. Go.
They run over center with Robinson. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Now the Bucs will take their first time out. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. From the gun, it's Penix. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And their lead will stay right where it is.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
This is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Bucky Irving. And it'll bring up second down. Back to the air, it's Mayfield. Quick slant into the hands of Ibuka. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And the first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. The Buccaneers forced to use their third and final timeout. And the stoppage was just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Now on 2nd and long. Now Mayfield. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Second time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
First down.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Touchdown.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
That'll be caught, and he will get into the end zone. The two-point conversion is successful, and game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
Ready. Yellow, 43. Set.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's a win here for the Falcons. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.
Everybody's got a song